What's going on, y'all, man? It be me. It be Dre, ONYX, back in this jam. I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, you feel me? It's all jokes. I'm being honest with y'all. I don't want to give y'all my build. I don't want to even give y'all the modified version of my build that I made specifically a lot better so I can make this video for y'all. And if I could go back, I would probably make this version of the build. Maybe, probably not, but it goes hand in hand basically. Long story short, this is the build. We getting straight into it. I know y'all like the information. I'm gonna give y'all the information from the start. For those that want to stay and go into detail and everything like that with the build, you very well can. You can stay with me and go into the details of the build. But most people, all they need is a screenshot and they good and they ready to go. Anyways, the build 6'10", 225, 7-foot wingspan. The original build I made was 216 with a minimum wingspan. I will say that this build does not get the same build name, but I'm going to say this is going to be an in-depth video. Very upset. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to give y'all my build at all. I'm going to say this as well. I made my build for cat breakers. All right. A lot of y'all make builds and you don't make your builds for certain things. I made my build based off the premise and the fact that I knew for a fact I was going to be grinding this game. Wholeheartedly grinding this game. So let's just get into it then. You feel me? This is the build. If y'all pause the screen, this is all you need right here. This is the updated, better version of my build that I wish I didn't have to give y'all, honestly, at all. I don't want to. Nothing wrong with the build at all, other than the fact, how do I say this? How do I say what I want to say and say it good? This version of the build has so much more flexibility in terms of just being a good basketball player. This version of the build, you get veteran 2 and you get the plus 10 on them cat breakers. You could go on a 92 close shot and get gold paint prodigy, or you could get plus 5 and be able to finish layups a little bit better since they boosted interior defense from where it was open, and now you're getting light pressure or very tight pressure on a lot of shots now, thankfully. So it's a little bit of slowing down post scores, but they still find a way. But you could do that, or you could get contact dunks on this build and be able to, I think you won't be able to get posterizer on gold on this build, but you'll be able to get a different build name. I noticed that you'll be able to get, as soon as you put your driving dunk to a 90 something, you get a different build name. You could do that. Y'all could do what I did and put your first plus 5 always goes into the post control, and that way you can just get gold unpluckable in your build, and that's one less thing you got to worry about. If this is too much for you, you could dumb down this category, but this is what I did for me. 91 on the mid-range, it unlocks all the good jump shots. If you go down one wingspan, you can go to a 92 mid-range and unlock your X, Y, and Z over there. And one more down, you'll be able to have set shot specialists on Hall of Fame and be able to tear that up to legend. But from using set shot specialists on legend, I definitely feel differences when I'm standing there, but it's not too much where it's like night and day different. It's just different. I noticed that my badge is higher, that's why I'm hitting more of these shots type difference. Not, oh, having silver and having legend is like the game changing. You feel me? Instead of 64, go 65 on the 3-ball. That's in case for some of y'all want to put your 3-ball to a 70. 70, obviously, you still get that same high green window, but you're able to hit more shots than with a 65. I hit a lot of shots, but I take about maybe 5 threes a game, and I only hit maybe 2 to 3 threes every single game, which is a good clip, and the way that I score in the game and stuff like that, but I digress. One thing that I hate on this build and that this build does not have is free throw. I put 1 point down and you could max out your free throw, etc. and so forth. But you feel me? This is more of the version I made, so I'm going to leave it like this because I could care less about that midi and that 1 point and shifty shooter on gold. I could care less about that. On to the next though. 55 pass act. As y'all have seen me, I've been saying my 99 pass accuracy and my clear dimer have been working to perfection. I've been averaging 8 assists a game with 55 pass act, throwing dots down court with 55 pass act. You feel me? Barely any passes go out of bounds with 55 pass act. So it's a very good budget range to have, and you could go down to a 52. You could go down to a 52 on your building You see what else is out there, but ultimately ain't too much difference. Ain't too much difference out there, man. So go with that 55. At least have dimer so you can hit your teammates up with dimer. The times where you bail out, I doubt that you will bail out. If you want to build like this, I doubt that you will bail out. The other things and interior defense, perimeter and interior defense on this game leaves a lot to be desired, because perimeter defense, guess what, if you get crabbed, that's it. For a lot of builds, if you get crabbed, that is it. That's it. It's over. But on this build, man, what I know for a fact that I'm doing on my version of my build right now is my first cap breakers went on my post control so I could get gold unpluckable on the build. The next set of cap breakers are going to be going on my interior defense. That way I'm going to not only just have this post move lockdown on gold, right? I'll be able to tier that up to Hall of Fame. Also, throughout the season, I'm going to be putting my strength up, and my strength will end up being at a 91 strength. So that's what I'm doing for my build, but you can do whatever you want, do whatever you please, however you do it. All right. It's important to have maxed out perimeter and as much interior defense as possible. Guess what? Post scorers are still going to score. Guards are still going to get around you. People are still going to be able to move around you, get around you, whatever the case may be, no matter what you do in this game, no matter how you do it, no matter how perfect you think you're doing, no matter what you're trying to do, they find a way. So it's not all the time your fault, if that makes sense at all. Now, you people will be talking to me about Dre, 73 still. Most, like, honestly, I would tell anybody just to get more points back, go 60 on your steal and put those points wherever you see fit. Or go to a 67 on your steal just to have both of these badges bronze. But you feel me, man? It's up to you. There's been people on with Hall of Fame unpluckable. I'm telling you, there have been people that have plucked me, that have plucked people with no steal rating at all, have plucked me with Hall of Fame. Go 60. Probably don't even upgrade that bum ass category and just get an interceptor on bronze and pick off lanes. You'll get lanes if you're smart enough. If you've got the high ball IQ, you'll get lanes. I promise. I'm guaranteeing. There have been games where in back to back games I get steals. I get 3 steals, lane steals. I'm off to the races. I got a build with 99 old board, 99 steal. It's been amazing, but I know for a fact I can do the same stuff with 60 ratings. It's up to you. 74 block. I'm not gonna lie. I still get snatch block animations. I still get all the good stuff I always been getting, but block doesn't matter as much as interior defense matters. Blocks just literally help you stop the ball. That's why you need it at that minimum rating of 74 on the block. Having it at a 78 and getting that high flying denier do not matter. Does not matter at all in the slightest. Doesn't even compare to anything that matters. That's what I had to figure out. That's what I had to learn. Another thing is rebounding. That's my cup of tea. That's my thing. I like being able to grab the rebounds and playing at that small forward, power forward role. I'm able to hold my own when it comes down to rebounding. I'm able to just do what I do and not really have to worry about boards. It also helps when I go to the 1v1 court on my build to where I'm able to just be me. But when this build is all said and done, and I doubt I'll be getting a legend at all. I doubt I'll be getting a legend, but I know I'm ending my overall everything when I hit veteran 2, right? I'm thinking if I ever do go to legend, I already know my categories for me personally will be my post control, my interior, and my strength. X, Y, and Z. Simple. My strength goes up to a 91. I'm able to put up X, Y, and Z amount of points. Blue, boop. 91 strength. I'm able to hold my own. I'm able to steal the ball. I'm able to shoot the ball. I'm able to shoot a 65 3 ball on multiple builds and not just needing a 90 midi, or I could go as low as an 82 midi and some most of it still be able to shoot with stick. I'm able to still dribble on my 6'10", but I'm not the best dribbler on a 6'10". So only other thing that I would say is, and most people would be like, I don't know about this, but you need still, goddamn speed. You need speed on your build. 70 speed is a threshold where it's enough, but you definitely find a way to get 75 somehow. Find a way to get 75 speed. I don't know what anybody would put down, what anybody would change. This is just my version of the build. Everything that I've done, all the tests and trials and things, all the trials and tribulations. If you guys aren't crazy about post offense, I can see you could put this down right here to an 87, get a whole bunch of points back. You can put your 3 ball down. If you don't use all these other badges and shit, you don't need all this, put your 3 down to like 87. You feel me? You use those extra points elsewhere. If you don't rebound, or you're not that crazy within rebounding, still using the same stats and stuff, put this down. You don't really care to have your strength at an 86, you feel me, to get that post control, that post move powerhouse jump. You put that down to an 84 and get more points back and be able to kick more of the build that you want to make. If you want to up your pass act, you can. If you want to put a 3 ball on your build, you can. But me, if I had to go down to all these categories, or get your close shot down and get more points back, you feel me? Because close shot only goes up because post control goes up, which I hate, but it's whatever. It's a game. I would go wholeheartedly, and I'm talking about full force into standing dunk, having that at least an 81 on your build, do an 80 layup or some shit like that, you feel me? And remember, just keep use my builds as a template for whatever you want to do. But I've seen some people out here that call themselves ISO builds and they don't have no standard dunk. I'm telling you right now, if you're an ISO build and you don't have no form of standard dunk, bro, delete the build. You feel me? It's no point. But finishing in the lane is so more important since they updated stuff, since they changed so many things around. Finding ways to score, defense, and everything else is, from the original way I had to build to this isn't a bad change. You just have a lot more well-rounded finishing. Still got the same score, but it's up to you. Your build is in your control. That's what I like to say to a lot of people. The people behind the build is why the build is so good, or why the build plays a certain way. There's been shots I've been hitting in games, things I've been able to do, and I'm not gonna lie, today was rough. Feel me? Your boy, I went 3 of 10 in some back-to-back game, but I switched it on, turned it on. You know who I am. I know I'm a bucket. But hey man, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Make what you want to make the build that you want to create, bro. You feel me? I didn't even want to give y'all my damn build to begin with, but it's up to you. Definitely, y'all turn up with a lot of this stuff anyway. You feel me? And this build get called a versatile defender. I like the catfish build name or whatever, but definitely it's up to y'all, man. For real, it really is. Do what you want, create what you want, be yourself. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, making a my player. Don't be afraid to just try to figure things out on your own to make this game fun for you. That's what I've done. That's what a lot of other creators have done. Figure out things to make this game fun for them. But all that being said, though, let me know what you would change on my build. Let me know what you would create in this game. Let me know what things that you're doing right now to make this game fun for you. Until next time, though, man, take care of yourself, love yourself, and I'm out, bro. Peace.